Okay, shoot. I'm trying to see which channel I'm live from right now. Sure. All right, I'm in the Killing Him channel. Let's see. Okay. I'm getting a late reaction on here.
It always be like that when you on live, no matter what live you on.
Okay. All right, here. Trying to find some content, man. I'm gonna be on here for a while. I had one viewer. Yes, I had me a viewer. I know. Hey, go back to that. Go back to that, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to log off for that one and go to your channel. Had me a viewer. I know. I'm gonna have to log into your channel real quick.
My channel.
Yeah, cause you know, like your channel don't have the ads part. Go
So
back to that.
Sure I get that ads one going.
Go back to that, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to log off for that one and go to your channel. Had me a viewer. I know. I'm gonna have to log into your channel real quick.
My channel.
Yeah, cause you know, like your channel don't have the ads part. Go
So
back to that.
Sure I get that ads one going.
Go back to that, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to log off for that one and go to your channel. Had me a viewer. I know. I'm gonna have to log into your channel real quick.
No, it's not slow about it.
What?
Me being in here with you.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Oh man. Taha. Hey, babe. I got it. I got it. My fault, y'all. I had to do something. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. We're gonna play some cool shit for y'all, man. I've been if you haven't been in my channel, if you haven't, around this. Matter of fact, let's watch Spiritual Soul talking about the World War III. Let's see what's going on with that.
Spiritual Soul in the building. Kaiser. Nature Soul in the building, man. Sample. Am I looking at the camera because it's dark as hell?
Comment section right now what you rolling
Kaiser. In the building. Smooth Skin Soul in the building. Dewey Soul in the building. Hoodie Soul in the building, man. Sample.
You in, shorty?
Simple. So check this out. I'm about to record this shit real quick in my car. Why? I don't know. Because I was literally about to dip. I hopped in my car on my, I just got to record this shit now. I'm not going to try to make this video too long.
Shit.
The chosen ones listen to me. And listen to me very carefully. I'm talking to you like I'm FaceTiming you. I hope you've been taking care of yourself.
That what it look like.
And focus on your fucking self.
I've been trying.
We in the Matrix. It's crumbling. Before I talk about anything, I want to say this right now. Because I just got done talking to a person in my emails. Another person about some stuff. I want to say this right now.
Like that.
If you somebody that have anybody in your family that's been affected in a negative way by all these that y'all had to go through because Corona gone. They not talking about this shit no more. Facts. It's gone.
Facts. That's some true shit, folk.
What happened to where's coronavirus?
Facts. Bro, hey.
It's gone.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Like, I've been watching Soleilluminati channel for a minute now. I've been watching his shit for, I would say, for a very long time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 2018, 2017 to be exact. Nah, 2018, because that's when I had met my wife. So 2018 for sure. I've been watching his content when he used to call female bitches, when he used to, that's tough. You feel me? I was in this era, man. To see him grow like that, bro, is really something. It's really something dope. Due to the fact that he's seen what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much, but my channel fairly new. I don't wanna get that shit banned and none of that. But you feel me? It's like that, bro. It's my first time streaming. So if y'all here right now, man, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the channel, man. We're on the road to 1,000.
You still gotta take that. But the shit is gone.
Yeah.
It's off the media.
Yeah.
They got enough people now.
On some real shit.
If you somebody who's been affected in a negative way by these and you don't
or
feel yourself,
one.
put it in the comments. I know it's other people that can relate to your story.
On some real shit.
If you somebody that got some loved ones in your family that's been affected in a negative way by these, no matter if they caught cancer, no matter if they ended up passing away, if you somebody that's any type of negative thing happened,
a lot of people have passed away.
Anyway,
thank God I don't have
put
nobody
it in the comments.
That passed away.
I guarantee you it's somebody that can relate to your situation. One of the things that I want to tell y'all right now, half of America, and I'm only talking about America right now because what y'all see happening in America, it's way worse outside of the country and every other country. I've been telling y'all this.
For sure.
Half of America right now is sleep. They living in a root chakra. They at the lowest form of they self. They living in fear. The broke them the fuck down. They acceptable for everything. They gonna believe anything that comes on the media.
Y'all might think I'm
the
just
media control America. Shit. There is no government. These politicians that y'all see, most of these niggas is dead. Most of them is CGI. They not. That's every time y'all see Biden, he gonna look different. I'm not saying he fake. Every time you see him, he gonna look different.
Biden older is definitely real.
I'm not saying he's a clone. Every time you see him, he gonna look different. I'm not saying he a demon. Every time you see him, he gonna look different.
Wait, are you basically saying that? I don't know.
Let me tell y'all this. The media is controlling America.
Facts.
There is no government or politicians that's running shit and all this. The media.
I feel like there is.
The media is the
media have more control.
It's the media.
There's some true shit.
So everybody was, y'all know I've been on YouTube fighting my wars. Fighting my battles with these badass entertainers.
Yeah, man.
A lot of shit that probably don't make sense to y'all make perfectly sense to the chosen ones spiritually. A lot of shit that's happening physical don't make sense to you, but it make perfectly sense to us spiritually.
Chosen one,
we've been talking about it for the past 3 years. This is a spiritual war.
But I
right? So I've been all over YouTube and people on my spiritual channel been telling me, hey, so when did you gonna come back and talk about the World War III? So just today I went and I started, because I already seen it all on Twitter and stuff, but I just didn't attach my energy to it because I knew it was fake. I knew it. So I started doing my research. Y'all know I always tap into Russian servers. I take certain words and I put it in the translate, and then I translate it to English so I can see what's going on. I take a lot of time out my day to really tap in. I'm going to leave links in the description. I got live video footage in Ukraine of all these areas that they saying is wars going on. Nothing is happening. I'm going to post on my community. They showing y'all a news article and it's just one. I caught a lot of them, but they be deleting a lot of stuff when you start exposing them. Because listen, they got a lot of botted accounts that be fake liking and retweeting certain tweets. If you click and look at the retweets and the likes, it be fake accounts. They got botted accounts that push fake news articles and shit to the top and make it trend. Yes, some of the news articles be from 2018, 2015.
No.
I'm going to show y'all, they posted a news article about a fucking bloody ass woman who posed to have got bombed, pushing all this fear. But it was from 2018. And then when you expose them, they delete it. Now listen, I already told y'all plenty of times about crisis actors. I already told y'all plenty of times about everything. Let me ask you a real question. If they lied to you about the pandemic, and they lied straight to your face about everything, fired healthcare workers who've been helping and saving lives for years, took jobs, shut down everything, lied, made you get something that now you know you never needed. If they went that far to kill your family and to do this to you, what makes you think they won't lie to you about a fucking war?
Facts. Hey, that's
every time the wars shit happen,
some new
America
shit I'm trying to,
suffer. Gas prices rise,
she
all
told
this
me it's
weird
limited
shit,
edition
right?
only, which it says,
Y'all motherfuckers really think
limited edition
pudding
right
is
here.
a
So,
threat.
my
He's a
first time
fucking
trying
puppet.
that.
They all
She said
working
it's
together.
nice.
They all sit at the table and figure
See.
out how can we do something to completely destroy the world because this shit is over. Now, let's
It's a
talk
wrap.
spiritual.
Let's talk
I told y'all it's a
spiritual.
new energy and vibration here on this
Let's
planet,
talk
and I've been saying this shit
spiritual
for the past 2 years. A lot of your loved ones has been affected in a negative way. You think it's because something that's physical, but I promise you, it don't matter if they was working out, if they was spiritually lower vibration than the vibration that is on this planet, they was gonna slowly get sick and die off anyway. Like they are ascending. Like spiritually, they soul probably already know. Like, dude, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. These motherfuckers can't run. They can't hide from the sun. They can't do nothing. Let me talk about Australia real quick, because Australia is close to Antarctica. Y'all know everything we know about Antarctica is a lie. They want all y'all to look at the media. They don't want y'all to look up. They don't want y'all to look within. They don't want y'all to connect with nature. They want y'all to connect with the media. Antarctica. If you live in Antarctica, I said Antarctica. If you live in Australia, if you live in New Zealand, you got all type of footage of different planets all in your fucking sky. You got all type of footage of different shit in your atmosphere that we don't see in America. We don't never get a chance to see nothing outside of the country. That's bro, listen, remember I told y'all it's different planets, it's different beings here? It's different beings, it's different planets, different vibrational beings, different shit that you never seen before in your life. Shit that you think you see in movies and cartoons is here. It's a whole nother reality. Now, if you bought it in your your root chakra, you don't see nothing. You're not experiencing anything. You're dead. I'm just sorry. But if you've been taking care of yourself this entire time, you see it. You feel it. You see it. You witnessing it. Australia, they got all type of sightings. They got all type of different clouds, cloak shit. It's all type of different new planets that they not talking about. It has nothing to do with Mars, Jupiter, this and that and that and this. It's new energy here on the planet. They have to keep you distracted because if you pay attention,
if you know one,
you would literally realize,
one
bro,
good thing that's going on for real.
This shit
bro,
is over.
It's like I just act like I'm stupid sometimes, bro.
All right, y'all. My bad, dude. I'm just so passionate about this shit. I'm hot and sweaty. So listen, this is the last thing I want to tell you right now, and you need to really hear me right now. And this is the last thing I want to tell you, and this is what's about to take place. This is what's about to take place. It's a pattern. It happened last year. It happened a year before that. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna happen again.
For sure.
It's a pattern that's about to take place. Hoodie so in the building.
And look, as a matter of fact, for the ones that probably have questions of why am I doing this or whatever the fuck you want to say, man, it don't matter. I'm just here to catch a vibe, smoke a joint with y'all. If you do smoke, you feel me? Watch a couple of videos with y'all. Be here for an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, however long I'm in there. You feel me? It's all for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? If like I've watched his shit, you probably gonna see me crack some jokes here and there about what's going on, but it got nothing to do with what he's saying. And I know he's saying some true shit, and I've been staying up with his work. I've been staying up with the media. I've been staying up with what's going on in real life. I'm basically one of the work ones, if you want to say that. But I'm gonna just let y'all figure it out yourself, man. That's why I was so hard on taking what they was giving us. You know what I'm saying? Like his channel got in trouble for that. He was on suspension for 2 weeks before. And he couldn't post for 2 weeks because he mentioned what that was. I'm not gonna say what it is, but we all know that you shouldn't have a part 1, 2, 3, 4 if they have the 4 yet about something that you're so sure that the first one was gonna get. Matter of fact, let's get back to the video. Hey, make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you like this fucking channel, man. Let's get into it, man. For real.
Geyser. So look, the number one thing y'all need to be prepared for when their agenda starts sticking and stuff started getting serious and they start noticing that a lot of people is affected by it. The number one thing that they always do is a random celebrity death. Now, I'm not trying to manifest. I'm listen. It's a pattern. It always happened. It happened when they first released when Kobe died. It happened during the It's Matter Wars, when all that shit, when King Von, all type of people. Bro, listen. Celebrity deaths make shit stick. It works perfect with they shit. I know y'all really look at celebrities like they this and that. They are nothing but puppets. They get used as pawns for their energy and distractions. I'm sorry to tell you this, but everything is not entertainment like you think. the first thing you got to be prepared for is a random celebrity death. It's going to put the whole America at a vulnerable, deep, sad trauma state. And then this war shit will become a nightmare. That's when they can keep feeding you dark death, dark stuff. So, number one, celebrity deaths. Be prepared for that. Number two, they already telling y'all right now that Russia, even if it's not happening, it can be a complete lie. America can be doing it to themselves. They said Russia is causing trying to do some type of cyber attack, and it could affect banking, the banking system. They telling you right now, that's a sign. They trying to get shit to go digital quicker than you think. That metaverse shit is coming faster than you think. I told you. Your whole entire family that don't know about crypto will be completely left out of the new reality. And they gonna be so slow and late, they gonna be broke and suffering. This crypto shit has nothing to do with this world. They trying to get everybody to live in this digital world so people don't focus on what's really taking place in reality. It's so obvious. Because your reality is changing. But if you focus in the digital world, ain't shit gonna change. You just gonna die. I'm just being honest. One of the things I want to tell y'all, number one, be prepared for a celebrity death, which is going to make the war shit more intense and more sad and more deadly for these bots. And it can affect you. Number two, be prepared for this. Be prepared for them to be pushing this digital shit way faster. Number three, all of these trucker protesters been protesting. Bro, if you go on your grocery, the truckers that ship the food all around the U.S., they all been protesting for a long time now. Look it up. If you look in your grocery stores, that fucking fruit is old as hell. It's molded. You got molded strawberries and fruit, all type of shit. And it's all G.
And look, I work somewhere that deals with stuff like that, right? And I don't work at the stores. I don't work at the stores. There's nothing wrong with working at the stores. I personally wouldn't do it because I see too many faces. And I'm not really a friendly type of person, so I stay away from the stores. I got something to do with that industry. Let's just put it like that, right? I got experience within that industry. And to be quite honest, fam, some of the shit I be seeing, bro, is ridiculous. But that's why me and my lady,
the fruit in America is completely done. I'm being honest. If you ain't growing your own fruit, even me, I'm affected by it. Dead ass. America is so different now. I'm trying to tell y'all. If you already got food and shit stocked up, you should be good. But if you need to restock, you better hurry the fuck up before they push fear. Yeah. All these niggas go and grab some tissue and all this before they do anything to push fear. Because I'm telling you, anything they do, these shot bots gonna do it. And it's gonna be way worse than it was before they got the... Because remember, now they scared. Now they in fear. Now they really think it's a fucking war.
I mean,
remember,
think it is
the media is controlling. It ain't no people. It's the media. It's like its own separate consciousness controlling humans.
The news and the media.
If all of us got wiped off the planet right now, but the internet still work, y'all know the media still be going on. It'll still be tweets, automatic tweets being posted. It's an autopilot system. It's demonic. So, what I'm trying to tell y'all right now, I know you love your fucking family. They not gonna wake up. When all this stuff start taking place, they ain't gonna know how to stock up on the right food that you need. Them motherfuckers gonna be going to go get some tissue and shit. Your loved ones will be the reason why you fall. Bro, trying to tell you this. And this is your motherfucking, your physical family. This not even your soul family and what you connected with. Motherfucking angelically, motherfucker, you a god. Do you know who the fuck you really are?
I'm a god, for sure. I appreciate that, King. I'm a god.
So, be prepared for all this negative energy to take place. It's nice and early. 2022. It's nice and early. They showed too much patterns. This is what they did last year. This is what they did the year before this. Something big is about to come, and we already will be prepared for it. But one thing I want to tell you that's going to affect everybody the most is celebrity deaths. Be prepared.
We don't know who
Take care of yourself, man. It's so much other shit that I wanted to say to y'all. I had some notes and shit, but I just got thrown off topic. Y'all see I'm completely hot. Go within. Get this information. Do your own research. I'm going to leave some links in the description. I want y'all to check out these live footage from Ukraine. There's nothing happening there. I'm going to leave y'all some links in the description. It's important for you to do your own research and go within at this time. You should already know. Anyway, take care of yourself, man. I love y'all. Spiritual Soul signing out, bro.
Hey, man, let's check out these links real quick. What he talking about right now. Let's check out these. I don't know who this person is, so please be respectful to this channel. They have been peacefully live streaming the street of Ukraine for days now, and nothing seems to be happening there. The media is showing tanks, planes, exploding bombs, etc., but this live footage shows the street are crystal clear. Life seems to be normal. Where is the invasion and where is the war? Let's go ahead and check Brody channel out and let's see where's the war, because I would like to know where the war is as well. You know, make some of my family prepared, that's all. You get what I'm saying? Nah, that's serious. But that's actually, he live right now. The bro been live for a minute. Bro been live for 4 hours so far. Yeah, it's crystal clear. It really is crystal clear. I mean, I don't know why he put the location on there, but if you really want to think about that, bro, like, I always believe what Soul say. You feel me? Like, if you think I'm a fan for that, I don't give a fuck what you think, to be honest. But it's really on some shit where we really gotta sit there and think about the shit that we being put in place for, to be honest, bro. Cause it's like, you have to understand, like, it's a lot of stuff that we haven't even, like, that this shit is going on. Like he said, there's a lot of them that been happening a long time, and you feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm basically saying. But I just wanted to see that video to see what's going on. I just want to watch Soul to see what's going on real quick. But I did have a channel I wanted to look into, which I regularly record from, which is Hip Hop Daily. I usually hop on Hip Hop Daily a lot to see. Nah, no music. Okay, Hip Hop Daily. Okay, so that was 8 hours ago. Brooklyn Woo's arrested for stealing $4 million. Shit, I didn't even know that.
Not all crimes happen in the street. These days, there's all kind of ways to hustle, and trappers are more clever than ever. Just recently, almost a dozen Woo members got charged after they allegedly stole over $4 million from the government during the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, here's what went down. On Thursday, February 17th, 11 members of the Woo, a Brooklyn-based gang made up of several allied sets, was charged in a massive scheme to steal over $20 million in unemployment funds. The police were suspicious because members of the gang was posting on social media about buying foreign cars and other expensive items during the early days of the pandemic. That money was meant to help those who lost their jobs because of the pandemic, but these scammers found a different use for the funds. Police opened up an investigation and discovered that Woo affiliates used stolen IDs to make claims for unemployment benefits under other people's names. In New York, people who applied for COVID-related unemployment were given ATM cards, direct deposits to their bank accounts, or checks. Cashing out with an ATM card under a stolen identity turned out to be way too easy. A public information commissioner for the NYPD said the result of this was like gang criminal magic. It was a never-ending spigot of money because when you tapped out the funds from one identity, you simply move on to another, and to another, and to another. Imagine a bottomless ATM that was free and just spit out cash. Since this was happening at the beginning of the pandemic, police had their hands full with more serious issues. Everything was so crazy at the time that it was easy for fake claims to slip through the system. At one point, so many people were trying to file for benefits that the website crashed and Google had to help them redesign it. A lot of people lost their jobs and were struggling to get by, so the system was designed to work fast. These Woo members hopped on a chance for a quick payday and basically printed out their own money. They used the dark web and other sources to buy the info they needed to make claims. According to court documents, they bought driver's licenses for $150 each. Then they used the info to withdraw thousands of dollars in benefits. By the time they was caught, they applied for over $20 million and already collected $4.3 million. If these dudes had moved smarter, they probably would have never been caught. But flexing for the gram ended up leading to their downfall. They started flashing giant stacks of cash, new Ferraris and BMWs, and trips on private jets. The police got entire departments dedicated to monitoring social media to collect evidence. Anytime someone with gang ties starts posting photos of a mansion they rented in Beverly Hills, the cops get suspicious. And they ain't just brag about it on social media. Another piece of evidence was when several Woos showed up in a music video for the song Trappin', and one of them raps, "Unemployment got us working a lot." But this ain't the only hit the Woo have taken this month. On Tuesday, February 1st, T-Dot Wu was killed in a drive-by in Brooklyn just a few hours after he signed a record deal with $1 Million Music. He walked outside, and someone in a dark SUV started letting off shots. His grandmother told a reporter, "It seems like somebody called him and he went outside. I hear the 4 shots, 3 in his back and 1 in his head. I think it was boom, 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 boom. Very quick, rapid shots." No one's been arrested for the shooting, and the police haven't named any suspects. His grandma's story makes it sound like it could have been a setup, but there ain't too much evidence to go off of right now. After he died, social media blew up with people posting their condolences. $1 Million Music posted a photo of him to Instagram with the caption, "It's an honor to remain your friend until your last moments. Your memories will always stay with us no matter where we go and what we do. Sleep in peace. Hashtag long live T-Dot." Just know his legacy will always live, from his laugh to the dance everyone across the world does. Some of us know him a friend, brother, cousin, or just a fan. But we all come together to tell you, fly high. T-Dot was friends with Pop Smoke and danced in the music video for Welcome to the Party. He also showed up in Fivio Foreign's video for Big Drip. Fivio posted a message to his dead homie on Instagram that said, "I'ma miss you forever, baby boy. You was a prince of this city. Long live Prince T-Dot. I love you, gang. Like forever watch over me like you always do." T-Dot is just one more tragic death in New York's drill scene. 1 week after he died, an 18-year-old drill rapper named Shy Watts was ambushed outside of a recording studio and shot to death. Shy Watts was affiliated with K Flock, who was facing a murder charge after allegedly killing the dude back in December. The Woos and the Chos have been at each other's necks for 10 years. The Woos were originally called Wave Gang and were made up of Blood and Crip sets. The Chos was called Hood Stars and was made up of Gangsta Disciples and other gangs. But both gangs was almost wiped off the map in 2012. With all the violence happening in the streets, there's been a push from politicians to ban drill music from social media platforms. NYC Mayor Eric Adams said in a recent press conference, "We pulled Trump off of Twitter because of what he was spewing. Yet, we're allowing music, displaying of guns."
Now, some people were saying some shit about... My fault. Some people were saying some shit about the mayor saying that Trump has been pulled off of social media but allowing guns. I'm like, bro, you can't compare that shit to Trump, bro. Like, I understand you into politics and everything, bro. It's all cool, but you gotta think about it, folk. Like, niggas don't really give a fuck about what you saying when it comes to Trump and all that. They gotta clean the streets up. You feel me? Like, I ain't no gangster. I ain't none of that. You feel me? I'm a fucking father. I'm a husband, and that's all I fucking do. But I watch videos. I'm not saying I listen to hood politics. I do. But I'm not trying to say I know what the fuck they be saying. I'm just learning as I go. Like, I'm seeing what Wack 100 be saying, Hip Hop Daily, a lot of different channels I watch. I'm subscribed to over 40 to 50 gang channels that relate pretty much the same fucking message. People dying. So just to let you know, don't be on that weird shit talking about, boy, you don't know what you saying with the woo, cause nah, bro.
Violence, we're allowed to stay on these sites.
I mean, we pulled Trump off Twitter because of what he was spewing. Yet we are allowing music, displaying of guns, violence. We're allowing it to stay on these sites.
Adams ain't the only one who wants to take drill off of social media. The Brooklyn DA says that the music is directly responsible for violence in the city. Soren Baker, who wrote a book called The History of Gangster Rap, says that drill is getting people killed. According to him, artists have gotten killed because they say, "I have beef with this person, and this is where I am." The efficiency of releasing these songs leads to the violence happening. It is true that drill artists seem more likely to catch a body than others. A 22-year-old Cho affiliate named Nas Blicky was shot and almost killed in January. Now his dad wants him to drop his stage name and leave drill music behind to get away from the violence. He got caught in the same Brooklyn neighborhood as his homie Nick Blicky, who got killed in May 2020. Police and politicians think that banning the music will stop the violence, but others say that the music is just a reflection of the conditions a lot of these young rappers grow up in. Bobby Shmurda's lawyer says censoring drill music is a distraction. Bobby's complications in life had to do with the community he grew up in. The music reflected what he saw in the community. Some believe that cracking down on the music is just a way to make it seem like the authorities are doing something. Most drill artists come from hoods full of crime and violence, and music is just an outlet. Chief Keef's ex-manager says the music didn't create the violence. The violence created the music. New York ain't the only city trying to ban violent music. A few years ago, authorities in the UK tried to place a similar ban on drill music. A UK drill rapper named Digga D has to give the police transcripts of his lyrics before he can release a new song. He spent a year in prison for planning a gang attack, and police used his music videos as evidence in the trial. After the mayor of New York said he wanted to ban drill from social media, he met with a group of artists, including Fivio Foreign, to discuss the situation. He told a reporter, "I told him what I said, that violent people who are using drill rapping to post who they killed, and then to antagonize the people who they're going to kill, is what the problem is. And they heard me. And we're going to be rolling out something in the next few days to deal with this issue."
People who are using drill rapping to post who they killed and then antagonize the people who they are going to kill is what the problem is.
No one knows what the mayor's plan is or if it'll even help. But in the meantime, the violence in New York keeps getting worse. There was 100 shootings in January, and overall crime was up almost 40% over the last year. But not all gang activity involves violence. If the Wu affiliates charged in this unemployment case had kept quiet about what they had going on, they would have made millions without anyone getting caught up. They should have known the cops was watching their moves anyway, because the police been monitoring the violence in Brooklyn for years. In 2020, 34 members of the Wus and Chos got hit with a 122 count indictment and are facing charges of attempted murder, assault, gun possession, and got hit with a 100 monitoring the violence in Brooklyn for years. In 2020, 34 members of the Wus and Chos got hit with a 122 count indictment and are facing charges of attempted murder, assault, gun possession, and more. The NYPD Gang Squad started an operation to take down the gangs in 2018. Over the 2-year-long investigation, they've been able to link the gangs to 13 shootings in Brooklyn and over 100 other crimes. The gun violence is what made the city start paying attention. If it was just gang members dying, the cops probably wouldn't have been on it as much. But when Wu and Cho affiliates started hitting innocent bystanders, the whole situation changed. A Wu affiliate...
Man, I heard somebody... I was watching the K-Flock documentary. Shout out... oh damn, Trap Lors. I'm sorry if I botch your name, bro. I'm a Caribbean, bro. That happened. But shout out to him, bro. He break down the beef between K-Flock and his ops. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna play that bitch right after that. I'm gonna react to that. And shit, if you fuck with the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you fuck with your boy, man. Follow me on Instagram. The channel name is what it is. Killaheen, Ki11AH33M. Put that on your search bar on IG, man. Follow a nigga.
Named Sean Mason shot a random woman in the face and then posted a video bragging about it on social media. And in July 2018, 2 bystanders were shot in the mall after Wu and Cho members ran into each other and got into a fight. 43 members of the gangs was taken down in 2012 after the police went after them in a massive investigation. The Brooklyn DA at the time said they were engaged in open warfare and were responsible for at least 6 murders and 30 shootings in less than a year. But after the takedown, members of the Wave Gang and Hood Stars continued beefing and rebranded as the Wu and the Cho. Most gangs are focused on hustling and making money, but the Wus and Chos are different. According to the DA, they're not tightly organized around drug or other money-making endeavors. They band together to control their turf, their block, or their building, and terrorize those who fail to recognize their control and fail to pay them respect. Even after 2 major attempts to take them down for good, the Wu are still going strong. But these new charges could end up being a big blow to the gang. The Wu members who are allegedly involved ain't been tried or sentenced yet. But since they stole from the US government, it wouldn't be surprising if the prosecutors try to make an example out of them. This story's still developing, so stay posted for updates.
Shit. I mean, well, I already knew about the Gucci Mane, and let me see how many views we got. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see how many views we got. Shit, we got 1 people watching so far. My fault, y'all. I'm trying to see watching so far. Alright. Shit. What did I do? My fault, y'all. My fault. Oh man, I messed it up. Gosh. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. For real. Oh no, not mine. No, I didn't. It's right here. It's right here. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go to that. I should definitely get to him. This name is Trap, right? There you go. So I was right. Trap Lord Ross. Trap Lord Ross. There you go, Ross. My fault. Yeah, I can already see. I watched the video already, so shit. I'ma watch it again because buddy be putting some. Matter of fact, no, he put something out. New York Deadly War. Let's watch that shit.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. You might have seen my previous videos about the ongoing gang wars in New York City. The famous war between Brooklyn's Wu and Chill alliances was all the rage after drill rapper Pop Smoke made sure that the entire world met the Wu. And more specifically, there was the battle between the Cho Blicky gang, aka the New York GDs, and the Crip-affiliated Movin' Gang, a violent hip-hop adjacent feud that turned gang-affiliated rappers Chef G and 22Gs into drill music legends, with musicians from all sides of the war putting the pain they had suffered in the streets into their music, and in the process making hit records that would generate big money in the music industry, and creating big opportunities to build legitimate businesses away from the hard life of crime they grew up around. But the question is, a few years on from gaining fame and fortune the hard way, how are the kings of Brooklyn drill music doing? Well, for some, it's been nothing but W's. But for others, cases have popped up threatening the very blessings that they had gotten out of the music game. So today, we're going to be taking a closer look at the biggest street rappers to emerge out of the Brooklyn drill scene, recapping their careers and taking a closer look at just how they've been doing over the past couple of years. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I can't wait to update you on some of the crazy going-ons from one of the most exciting subgenres of the rap game. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. Shout out to today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Before the sponsors should even start, I'm a type of person, bro, I hate videos that got sponsorship, right? Even though I'm a content creator, right? I might end up having a video, or I hope one day I have a sponsored video where I get to do something like that, right? But you know, people gonna hate and love shit. That's human, right? For Trap Lord Ross, bro, is the only person that I ever watch they fucking ads video. Like, not just the ad that you skip. I don't get that. If you do get that, something wrong with you. But you feel me? And it's like, Brody be rapping to this shit, bro. I'm high as fuck. I'm probably talking.
To get started with one of the greatest mobile games of all time for free. Just use my links below to download Raid today yourself for mobile or PC. Let's get it. In the world of Teleria, there's a whole lot happening. Pull up and create your team, choose from over 600 champions, each with a unique history for you to learn from and get wiser. Just look out for their new crazy boss, a 6-headed beast called the Hydra. Each head is a boss battle with unique effects, so beware, the head of Torment is terrifying, always applying that true fear. The only way you will escape is hiding your champion disappear. But to do that, you'll need Veil buffs, which are very rare, very rare. And watch for the head of Wrath, because he is super mean. An angry damage dealer that will weaken and provoke your team. When it gets hit 15 times, it gets a new buff called Vengeance. Tripling attack power, that means in just one hit you could be ended. The head of Blight will poison you, but it protects itself with a poison cloud. So it's hard to hit, but weak to fire. Use HP burn to take it down. Look out for the head of Mischief. It targets the champ with the most buff. It steals your buffs for the other heads. Don't get finessed, it's super tough. The head of Decay will tear you down and build up its own size. You lose HP when you're trying to heal, so watch out when you slide. The head of Suffering has a nasty debuff called the Pain Link. You'll take damage when you attack. You gotta be smart if you want the win. What's good about Raid for me is they give new rewards out every week. From fighting clan bosses and putting in work in the game with my team. This month there's tons happening, a bunch of new awesome champions releasing along with a brand new Faction Wars crit for the faction, the Shadowkin. There's also tons of New Year's tournaments and events where you can get Raid's newest legendary champions like at a special fusion event. So hit my link in the description or scan the QR code and you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $30 to kickstart your game. We're talking a free champion, Aina, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in game. All of this will be waiting for you here. It's that easy, just click the link in description and get started today. Thank you Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm out. Chef G came up quick off the back of his street feud turned rap beef with New York GD rapper 22Gs. Chef G's track No Suburban, a response to 22Gs' song Suburban, quickly put Chef G on the map as a New York drill legend. And from there, he would build on his fan base with a solid catalogue of regular releases, like his Unlucky Lucky Kid mixtape and a studio album called One and Only. And by the mid-2020s, Sheff G was firmly on the map as one of the biggest names pioneering the Brooklyn drill wave. Sheff G had truly made it, and if his music videos were anything to go by, the money was rolling in. From riding around in a chauffeur-driven Rolls Royce in the Feel Away video, flexing wads of cash in Bentleys and Teslas in the We Gettin' Money video, and to driving what looked like his very own Rolls Royce Wraith in the music video for No Suburban 2. Things looked like they were going well, and it was clear that Sheff G was money motivated. And of course, one of the oldest mogul moves in the book for a young rapper that's blowing up in the rap game is to start their own record label. And behind the scenes, while Sheff G was rising in his own rap career, he was also starting off his own label, Winner's Circle Entertainment, supporting the careers of fellow New York drill rapper Sleepy Hallow, well known for his mainstream collab with Sheff G himself, the track Flows that came out in May 2019. That song sitting today at over 10 million views, and followed up by the big release of his Halloween 2019 mixtape, Don't Sleep. But the W's were just getting started for Sleepy Hallow, who would go on to release a booming sample drill track in April 2020, the Deep End Freestyle, which has racked up a whopping 46 million views to date, even landing at number 80 on the Billboard charts, and going platinum. Not bad for a freestyle. This hit track would live on his June 2020 mixtape Sleepy for President, and frankly, Sleepy Hallow was a big win for Sheff G and the Winner's Circle label, but Sleepy Hallow's success is hardly a surprise considering just how many times Sheff G collaborated and tried to give his friend an opportunity to shine. Another signee to the Winner's Circle Entertainment label was another fresh face out of the New York drill scene, Eli Frost. He'd had early success in the city with drill tracks like Situations in February 2018 and Gorillas in December 2018. From here, a July 2019 track called Panic 4 saw all three rappers on the Winner's Circle label collaborating together and rapping over a Great John beat. Great John is actually a producer signed to the label, so you know Winner's Circle rappers are never running out of cracking drill beats. Anywho, Sheff G would go on to collaborate with his label mate Eli Frost on tracks like ISO, and officially releasing Eli's single No Adlibs on the Winner's Circle label in April 2020. But the thing is, making big money off of your record label takes a lot more than putting your name in your man's music video's title and printing off a couple of t-shirts with your logo on it. Trap Law Records t-shirts coming soon. So Sheff G and his team were looking to make bigger moves into the music industry proper, and a big opportunity to do so would come in August of label takes a lot more than putting your name in your man's music video's title and printing off a couple of t-shirts with your logo on it. Trap Law Records t-shirts coming soon. So Sheff G and his team were looking to make bigger moves into the music industry proper, and a big opportunity to do so would come in August of 2020, when we would see the announcement of a partnership between Sony RCA Records and the Winner's Circle Entertainment record label. And as their first venture under this new partnership, we would see the release of Sheff G's latest single, Tiptoe, along with label mate Sleepy Hallow. Things were truly looking up on the business side of things for Sheff G and his label. But unfortunately, that very same month, problems would begin to develop in Sheff G's personal life. Having already had a difficult past with the law, with numerous issues relating to robberies, shootings and fights plaguing him all the way back to high school. Sadly, the drama would continue for Sheff G in the early afternoon of August the 21st, 2020, when Sheff G found himself being tailed by law enforcement and deciding rather than to stop, instead to do the dash, taking place on a reckless high-speed chase in a fire grey Mercedes GLE 63 AMG. And in the process of trying to lose this 2-star wanted level, Sheff G would end up colliding with an innocent woman's car in what was only a fraction of a second away from being a fatal collision for both drivers, with Sheff G's Mercedes tearing off the front bumper of the other car in a hair-raising scene that was caught on security camera. Sheff G would end up wrecking the car after this, losing control of the Benz and apparently skidding 220 feet and crashing into a signpost and some shrubs outside a nearby house. Now, it's unclear whether or not Sheff G was arrested or apprehended at the scene, or if he actually managed to shake off the cops and escape. He would eventually be sued by the other motorist whose bumper he took off, who would later claim in court filings that Sheff G's car was swarmed by police after the crash. However, other reports would surface that there were no charges outstanding for Sheff G in Nassau County where this incident occurred, which on the one hand could be a win, but on the other hand could be even more alarming if it means that that particular incident is being looked into as part of a larger investigation by another organisation. But either which way you put it, this was not a good look for Sheff G. Now let's be real, this looks like a pretty dumb thing to do, especially when your career is going so well in the legitimate music industry. But let's remember, Chef G had been gang affiliated since a teenager, and the threat of being caught or killed by rivals is a constant. At this stage in Chef G's career, considering his level of fame, he's likely to be considered a high-value target by his enemies. Therefore, as it would later turn out, Chef G would in fact be illegally arming himself for his own protection. But the problem is, he's from New York City. With some of the tightest gun laws in America, Chef G would find him in a situation where protecting himself and bearing arms would actually be a crime, ultimately leaving Chef G in a tricky predicament. Arm yourself illegally, arms would actually...
No, New York City does not allow constitutional carry. Oh shit. Damn.
Be a crime, ultimately leaving Chef G in a tricky predicament. Arm yourself illegally and risk the consequences of arrest or running from the police, or risk your life by remaining unarmed in a city where you know that danger is lurking. That's not an easy predicament to be in, and sadly it would be this very predicament that would soon cause Chef G to lose everything that he had worked so hard for. But for now, following this insane high-speed chase with the cops, Chef G and his label mates would regain their focus and continue pushing things forward with the music. Eli Frost dropped big tracks like Miracle and picked up some attention for his politically charged video for the GOAT freestyle, and Chef G himself would keep his own profile buzzing, releasing big tracks like No Negotiations and Lights On, both racking up healthy view counts. These two particular tracks would end up living on Chef G's latest tape, the December 16, 2020 release Proud of Me Now. This tape actually released alongside a music video for a track called Mistakes, a surprisingly deep song where Chef G actually tries his hand at singing a little bit, with this deep introspective song Seeing Chef reflecting on some of his past mistakes in song. In my opinion, this track represented a huge moment of personal growth for Chef G as an artist, and in my opinion really opened the door for him to make much more meaningful and mainstream music, going beyond this tough gangster image and showing a more sensitive and self-aware side.
What did he say?
As an artist in song. In my
God damn it.
With this deep introspective song Seeing Chef reflecting on some of his past mistakes.
Okay, shit. And then of course my dream got stolen. My dream are dead in themselves, but I'm here now. I feel like my dreams are dead in themselves, but I'm here now, huh? Look, stuck on probation and all that. Can't take vacation and all that. I ain't gonna lie, that shit do sound nice though.
In song. In my opinion, this track represented a huge moment of personal growth for Chef G as an artist, and in my opinion really opened the door for him to make much more meaningful and mainstream music, going beyond this tough gangster image and showing a more sensitive and self-aware side that has way more mainstream appeal than the gangbanging drill stuff. However, sadly, Chef G's musical reflections on his own past mistakes weren't enough for him to avoid trouble going forward, because in January 2021, after allegedly making an illegal U-turn, he would find himself being tailed by the police once again. But this time, he decided not to run, and apparently cops stopped him at Farragut Road and East 42nd Street just before 5 p.m. for driving recklessly without a license plate. Then, after a search, cops gained access to a hidden compartment in the vehicle. Here they found a .45 caliber Glock and 9 rounds. And as a result, Chef G was charged with 3 counts of criminal possession of a weapon and 2 traffic violations. However, in a stroke of luck, he was able to post a $35,000 bond and get back on the streets immediately. This was a bad start to the year for Chef, having already danced with danger in the high-speed chase with the cops only months before. And unfortunately for him, 2021 would only get worse as the months went on. Because then, on the morning of July the 14th, 2021, Winner Circle Entertainment signee Eli Frost is also arrested, in this case for a brazen shooting in Times Square, which is quite literally one of the busiest pedestrian areas in the entire world.
An update on this week's gunfire in Times Square. Police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn was walked out of the Midtown South precinct late last night. He faces charges of attempted murder, attempted assault, and weapons possession. Police say he fired shots on 41st Street early Wednesday morning after getting into a dispute with another man. No one was hurt.
Eli Frost would miraculously bail out soon after this incident, with more details of the shooting being covered by the media the following day, with the news going on to reveal that allegedly shots had rung out after a collision between a dirt bike and a luxury vehicle that Eli Frost was in Times Square. Eli was accused of firing shots at the bikers from the vehicle and then fleeing the scene. However, the police were able to identify the vehicle, linking Eli to it and finding him the next day. Apparently, he was already out on bail for a weapons charge, where in May, he had been found with a loaded handgun with the serial number scraped off. So in this case, after allegedly letting off 4 shots at some bikers in Times Square, he'd be charged with attempted murder, attempted assault, and criminal possession of a weapon. But according to the Daily Mail, he immediately pled not guilty, claiming that he indeed unfortunately did clip a motorcyclist in the car, at which point a friend of the biker opened fire, with Eli claiming to have returned fire purely in self-defense. And chances are, because this happened in Times Square, the whole thing was probably caught on video that the feds must have had access to, and it's likely that this footage was indeed favourable to Eli Frost's version of events, because he was subsequently granted $100,000 bail, apparently paid by his label, making Eli Frost a free man once again. But unfortunately, only a day after Eli Frost found himself in hot water, the head honcho of the label, Chef G, would be having issues with the law himself once again, being taken into custody once again on June the 15th, 2021, on second-degree felony weapons possession charges. It was unclear at the time exactly how or why this arrest had taken place, but if his social media was anything to go by, things weren't looking good for Chef G's freedom, with Chef or his team posting to his Instagram story, announcing both that he has a new song on the way and that he was locked up and that he wants fans to say free him. Eli Frost, who had gotten slightly luckier, bailing out of jail only 2 days after Chef G had gone inside, also posted on Instagram revealing not only that he was now free, but even seeming to suggest that he and Chef G were in jail together for a brief moment, and in his words, they had the jail on lock from intake. Unfortunately, in Chef's case, due to the amount of attention that was on him at the time, in Chef's case, bail wouldn't be an option and he would be remanded in custody. Thankfully, before going away, he'd recorded a couple of high-profile music videos for tracks featuring other big rappers ahead of getting locked up. In fact, only a week after his arrest on the 23rd of July, his song On Go, a high-profile collab with Chicago legend Polo G, released. Then the following month, on August the 18th, 2021, we would see the release of Chef G's track Run It Up, along with label mate Sleepy Hallow and fellow New York favourite A Boogie with the Hoodie. However, within a few months of this, things wouldn't be looking so good for Chef G. And in November of 2021, news would break that he had indeed been sentenced to 2 years in prison on a weapons charge, with the sentence apparently being handed down in October, but not making the news for another month, with it only being revealed when the details of a civil lawsuit between Chef G and the driver of the car that he hit in the high-speed chase became public, with court documents apparently revealing that Chef G had been handed 2 years in October for getting caught with that Glock in January. A very sad setback for one of the most promising and pioneering rappers and entrepreneurs to emerge from the Brooklyn drill wave. But at least Chef G's label is holding it down while he's inside. He's still got music videos dropping like this animated one for his track Drum Dummy, bringing him to life even though he can't appear in person for the shoot. And even though the head honcho of the label is inside, the artists on the roster at Winner's Circle have continued to flourish. Sleepy Hallow had a solo Billboard hit with his track 2055, peaking at number 55 on the Billboard charts and going platinum. Meanwhile, Eli Frost, still miraculously on bail for the Times Square shooting, has continued dropping music all through 2021, with his track Growing Up Gangsta hitting 1 million views in just over a month. And the most recent release from Sleepy Hallow and Eli Frost as a duo, Steppers, dropping as recently as January the 5th, 2022. It's a shame that Chef G can't be out to see his label mate's success, but with only a 2-year sentence to face, he's already teasing a possible 2023 release. And there's no doubt that the loyal fan base that he had built over the last few years will still be waiting for him when he touches. And there's no
Fuck, I hate when I do
with only a 2-year
one set get locked up, everybody wanna chat. I'll be back soon. Hashtag 2023. That's next year. He's straight. Hashtag go get back or something.
Sentence to face, he's already teasing a possible 2023 release. And there's no doubt that the loyal fan base that he had built over the last few years will still be waiting for him when he touches down. Let's just hope that when he does, he can stay out of trouble, focus on the music, and get Winner's Circle Records to the place that it deserves to be.
That's still a long time though, bro. You missing damn near 700.
After having one of the most turbulent come-ups in the previous video, 22G's made his name amid a grisly backdrop after catching a murder case in Miami, which he beat in 2017, returning to New York, and having an incredible run as one of the most prolific and pioneering Brooklyn drill artists to ever come out of the city, with his growth online helped in no small part by his highly publicized beef with Chef G. But of course, more important than the beef is the music. And to me, 22G's ghosty produced mixtape Growth and Development is one of the best Brooklyn drill projects ever released. As much as I love Pop Smoke, this tape is just incredible. His track Suburban Part 2 from that tape ended up going gold, and his 2021 release The Blicky Tape 2 showed a massive amount of artistic growth and development from 22G's as well, with the opening track Twirlanta having one of the most impressive build-ups and drops I've ever heard in a hip-hop track full stop. With that video racking up close to 9 million views in 9 months, it was clear that 22G's is here to stay. But this project also represented another big positive step in 22G's life, away from just his artistic development. 22G's would actually say state in an interview with print-based publication that's distributed in prison, Striped Mag, that the Blicky Tape 2 was actually entirely recorded in Atlanta, where he now resides. This move out of New York was something he apparently did to network and take advantage of the flourishing music scene over in Atlanta, as well, no doubt, to escape some of the more nefarious and dangerous elements of his past in the mean streets of Brooklyn where he came up. To be honest, there really is nothing better than seeing a drill rapper from a dangerous city or situation moving out of the city where they face the most risk, making a long-term commitment to life and the entertainment career that they've cultivated, and leveling up. Moving out of New York was a smart and mature chess move by 22G's. And from here, we would see more maturity in public from Tutu himself. Because only a month after the release of the Blicky Tape 2, in April 2021, during an interview, he actually admitted that he would be willing to squash his beef with Chef G and leave it in the past.
Is there ever a day where y'all as men, as young men, will be able to have a conversation to iron out the street, or is that just some street that y'all, you gotta stay where it's at?
Yeah, sometimes it be deeper than just the rappers and rap, you feel me? But yeah, that would be, like I was saying in my other interview, that would be 40 years old chasing each other down the street, you feel me? Yeah. It don't make sense, so we might as well start figuring it out from now.
This is one of the most mature things I've ever heard a drill rapper say. Really, who wants to be 40 years old chasing their ops down the street? Unfortunately for Chef G, the fear of being chased led to him carrying a weapon when the law did not permit it, and that only continued the cycle. Perhaps if Chef G had moved out of his city sooner, he might have had an opportunity to avoid this predicament. Anywho, since extending this olive branch, through to the end of 2021, 22G's focused solely on the music, dropping big videos for tracks on his project, with his most recent release, Retaliation, sitting well over 2 million views in 3 months. So I got no doubt that he's loading something big for 2022, after all it is literally his year. I just hope that he can remain focused on the music rather than the streets. And I gotta say, the August 2021 bust on Blicky Gang affiliates, who had apparently been running a gun racket from Georgia to New York, is a little bit concerning. But 22G's himself has not been implicated. I just hope that he remains focused and on the right track, in the booth rather than in the streets, so that he can continue giving fans the bangers that they want.
Bro, be positive too. He like something fast. He let me do these shits. You feel me? Oh yeah, Coach the Ghost. I heard.
In April 2020, Coach the Ghost dropped his track Hit List, which got him on the radar of a whole lot of people, good and bad. The music video for Hit List had a whole lot of guns and GD pitchforks. Combine that with lyrics dissing ops, particularly Wu-affiliated Crips.
I'm a felon, you know I ain't telling. I'm chewing and no, I won't switch my side. No, I thought I told you no to drop flock. I thought I told you not to drop chew. I was searching and I was looking for 5-0. Oh man.
Crips like Fabio Foreign, it really seemed that Coach the Ghost was truly fearless when making songs and dissing his enemies. Another early gangbanging anthem of his, which has since been deleted from YouTube, was the incendiary anthem Wu K featuring NVK. Wu K, of course, meaning Wu Killer, a song basically calling to kill every Wu gang member in the city of New York. This is a dangerous move that is all too familiar in drill music. A trend originally started by Chicago GD rapper Lil Jojo, whose song BDK called for the killing of every BD or black disciple in the city of Chicago, a song which would sadly result in Jojo himself being killed, as I covered in my 300 vs Jojo World video. Anywho, Coach the Ghost was truly fearless when it came to making songs dissing his enemies. Soon after the release of Hit List, Atlanta trap rap legend and fellow body beater Gucci Mane saw Coach the Ghost music, reposted it on Instagram, and said that he was looking to sign him. Soon after this, Coach the Ghost was seen on Instagram wearing a 1017 t-shirt, leading many people to believe that he had indeed signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 records, aka the most cursed label in rap, where everybody he signs is a shooter and ends up in jail. I mean, I guess Gucci Mane does really have an eye for talent, both rapping and shooting. Anywho, apparently Coach the Ghost would actually go on to sign a deal with Atlantic Records themselves, the 1017 label's parent company, apparently with the help of Gucci Mane. This goes to show you just what a serious prospect people in the music industry thought Coach the Ghost was going to be from his music. And after getting tapped in with Gucci Mane and Atlantic Records, he would continue doing what he does best. The September 2020 release of his high-profile 22G's collab track Movie truly put him on the map. A hard drill track with a booming UK-style beat from one of our finest producers, Ghosty, Movie was complemented by dark lyrics where Coach the Ghost claims that he is ready to catch bodies and crash out, essentially meaning despite the fame and success, he is still ready to kill somebody and throw his entire life away over this street beef. Hell, in his Shine freestyle released in December 2020, he actually says, "If my bro is spinning, then I'm spinning too. Bitch, you think this fame is gonna stop me from catching a body? You wish. I'm still catching withdrawals from my last body, Wu K. The problem is, as it turns out, these lyrics might have been a little too real, because Coach the Ghost's criminal past was actually quite extensive. Real name Culture Bermudez. When he was just age 16, he got caught up in a huge Brooklyn gang bust called Operation Tidal Wave, which aimed to dismantle the two Brooklyn street gangs, the Hood Stars and the Wave Gang, with this early 2010s beef actually being the precursor to the Wu and Chu gang beefs that would spawn the Brooklyn drill movement from around 2016. When this bust happened, a 2012 Daily Mail article described it as a gang war that was playing out on Twitter and Facebook, and identifying that Wave Gang members refer to themselves as Wu and Hood Stars referring to themselves as Chu or Cho. Due to his involvement in gangs at such an early age, Coach the Ghost ended up getting 5 years in prison at just age 17. So clearly he has been deep in the streets way before music since young. But despite serving his time and breaking out into the music industry, if his lyrics were anything to go by, he was still ready to kill and crash out no matter what. And on top of that, he was using his successful hit songs as a primary platform to disrespect members of the opposing gangs. He said in Hit List, anybody dropping Cho or Folk, i.e. making gang signs that disrespect his side, are going to get shot and die. He says outright that he's looking for rival rapper Fabio Foreign so he can get to shooting. He says if they find another gun on him, he's facing 8 years, and that when that happens, he's doing the race, and even willing to shoot at the police. And then there's that now deleted track Wu K, where Coach the Ghost and Envy Kane drop line after line about their desire to kill Wu rivals. And in the end, it looked like Coach the Ghost was truly living about.
If I get the Addy, I'm making him Cali on God. He gets shot with his locks in them.
Their desire to kill Wu rivals. And in the end, it looked like Coach the Ghost was truly living his raps after all. As the year after signing to Atlantic Records, on March 13th, 2021, a shooting would take place in Canarsie, Brooklyn, where Brian Sannon, aka B-Dot, a 17-year-old hailing from Canarsie, who had been seen making Wu and GD killer hand signs on social media, was walking with a group of friends in a Brooklyn neighborhood, near Farragut Road and East 82nd Street. At some point, a gray sedan pulled up, a gunman jumped out and opened fire at the group. One teenager was shot in the face, another in the leg. They both survived, but Brian sadly did not.
17-year-old Brian Sannon was on a walk with friends near his Canarsie home Saturday morning when a gunman jumped out of a gray sedan and started firing at them near Farragut Road and East 82nd Street. One teenager was shot in the face, the other in the leg. Sannon was killed.
They shot and killed my baby.
There are few losses more painful than that of a mother losing her child.
Now, Coach the Ghost would end up being named as a suspect in this killing, but not until later in the year. And in the interim, he would continue having career success. In June of 2021, dropping his mixtape Ghost Stories, which contained the menacing track Body for Body, including lyrics where he claimed to have stood over dead bodies and continued shooting, as well as a hook inviting the listener to go body for body, i.e. compare how many killings they've done to see who has more. But the thing is, behind the scenes, things weren't looking good for Coach the Ghost. Apparently at some point during the year, he had been named as a suspect in the March killing, but remained at large for an unknown period of time. In fact, it's even been suggested by some that follow the Brooklyn drill scene on Reddit that Coach had actually breached the terms of his probation long before he was wanted for this murder, and by mid-2021 he had apparently already been ducking the authorities for years. His last music video appearance in person was the July 2nd track Suicide Squad, so no more proper music video appearances from here, but being on the run for murder apparently didn't stop him from still going live, previewing new music and toting straps on camera.
Need a murder case! What's wrong with y'all niggas, man?
However, it would eventually be revealed in the media on December the 6th, 2021, that Coach the Ghost had been captured in Georgia, and that he would be headed back to New York to face the murder charge for the March shooting. We'll see how things go for Coach the Ghost from here, and I truly hope he gets the opportunity for a speedy trial. Unfortunately, to me, it seems like his story is an example of one of the worst ways that a rap career can go. Coming from a difficult background, facing serious jail time as just a teenager, he truly had a chance to get out and make a legitimate career in the music industry as a rapper. Through his music, however violent it was, had gotten him the attention of some of the most successful rappers ever to do it who were willing to put him on. But if the allegations are true, it seems like he truly threw it all away over a street feud after being given the opportunity of a lifetime. And if found guilty, the time he's facing is going to be massive compared to what Chef G is facing. And unlike Chef G, if convicted, this truly would be the end of Coach the Ghost's career. Despite making very dark and dangerous music, he had an undeniable talent and every ingredient that it would take to become a successful musician in the rap game. But the sad truth is, he may well have missed that opportunity completely due to the gang lifestyle that he came up in and his ongoing commitment to it. Fabio Foreign is no stranger to dissing his ops either, Coach the Ghost in particular. In one of Fabio's early hits, Jumpin', back in August 2019, he claimed on the mic that he was a ghostbuster in reference to his rival. In fact, like many of the rappers' career too. In contrast to Coach the Ghost song Wu K, aimed at all of New York's Wu rappers and their affiliates, Fabio Foreign had early success with his drill diss track Blicky in a Box, publicly declaring his intentions to put any members of the Blicky gang in a box, i.e. kill them. However, as Fabio Foreign's star rose, he proved to be one of the most focused and hard-working rappers to emerge out of the Brooklyn drill scene. And from these diss tracks, he would slowly transition to drill music that was more broadly appealing and could be played in a club where girls are dancing. His monster hit Big Drip being a perfect example of this. Today it sits over 72 million views and went platinum just recently, even getting an all-star remix with industry heavyweights Lil Baby and Quavo from the Migos appearing on the song with Fabio. And despite the song's fleeting references to gang affiliations, Big Drip was a track much more suited to a pool party than a shootout. And amid this hype around big drill anthems that people could actually dance to, also massively pioneered by Pop Smoke's incredible catalogue, it would be no surprise that Fabio would eventually catch the attention of Columbia Records, who snapped him up in a record deal rumoured to be worth well in the seven figures in October 2019. But only a few months after getting his deal at the start of 2020, the tragic and unexpected killing of Pop Smoke would leave drill fans mourning and looking for a new artist to carry the flag and deliver party anthems over drill beats that people could dance to. From here, Fabio Foreign would consolidate his fan base and the success of his single Big Drip with his debut mixtape 800 BC releasing in April of 2020. From here, Fabio would end up becoming the go-to guy for big mainstream rappers who wanted to co-opt the Brooklyn drill sound in one of their own songs. In May 2020, he would be featured on Drake's drill crossover track Demons, which ended up landing at 34 on the Billboard charts. This would be Fabio's biggest chart performance at the time, all the while he continued to make and release more mainstream-friendly drill tracks that were less focused on dissing and threatening ops, and more of a fun-time party vibe. Another great example of this is the epic Polo G and Kenny Beats collab Bop It that dropped in October 2020, which featured a hilarious and genius bit of songwriting, which kind of uses the kids' button-pressing game Bop It as a metaphor for loading a pistol. It's this kind of under-the-radar gang violence, wrapped up in a seemingly harmless metaphor, and a great beat that made Who I Smoke such a big hit too. Anywho, Fabio's next couple of solo songs, Trust and his self-made freestyle, really cemented him as one of my favourite modern drill artists, as he began picking beats with booming drill drums, but combining that with smooth laid-back melodies. He made what was previously aggressive and intimidating gangbanging music much more relaxed, introspective, listenable and danceable for a mainstream audience. And it was here that I believe Fabio Foreign truly picked up where Pop Smoke left off, broadening the appeal of Brooklyn drill music and showing the whole world that a drill beat could be used for self-reflection and fun, as well as spinning on ops and shootings. However, in spite of his own personal and career development, sadly in the streets, things weren't so good on Foreign's side, as only a few days after his amazing self-made freestyle released, Fabio would end up getting caught in a jam too, when on April the 21st, 2021, at around 7:30 PM, Fabio would leave his Mercedes G-Wagon running in a no parking zone as he popped into the local Citibank. When he returned to his illegally parked car, a police officer approached Fabio asking for his license, to which Fabio asked if he was getting a ticket and begun to walk away. With one police officer waiting by his car, backup began to follow Fabio, who after being asked to stop walking, began to run towards the modern luxury apartments. In the end, the backup officer apprehended Fabio by the apartment's parking garage, finding on him a .25 caliber gun with a defaced serial number. This was yet another unfortunate case of a New York drill rapper feeling they need to protect themselves with a weapon due to their dangerous past, but ultimately finding themselves breaking the law. And the unfortunate consequence of this is legal punishment and a career setback. And so, at the very height of his popularity, Fabio Foreign would find himself in a New York jail cell. But fortunately, while he was inside, at least his career continued rising without him. Only a day after he was locked up, he would appear on the official remix of UK drill rappers Tion Wayne and Russ Millions' track Body, a worldwide smash hit with Fabio's remix alone racking up a whopping 83 million views in 8 months, and the song itself becoming the first ever drill song to go #1 in the UK. Then only a day after that, Fabio's team went ahead with the release of his new track and video Unruly, again following the now established formula of booming high-tempo drill drums with laid-back melodic or sample-driven instrumentation. Another banger, but fortunately, Fabio wouldn't have to enjoy his success from behind bars for too much longer, because after spending around 2 months and 22 days in jail, on July the 13th, 2021, he would return, announcing his newfound freedom on Twitter. But more W's would only be around the corner for the new king of New York drill, as Fabio's earlier chart record with Drake would be smashed out the water in August 2021 when he appeared on Kanye West aka Ye's long-awaited new album Donda, with Fabio having a show-stealing appearance on by far the best song of the album, Off the Grid, which featured Kanye, Fabio, and Playboi Carti. The track even included a beat switch, moving from trap drums to UK drill-style drums halfway through the song, giving fans not only an amazing introspective Fabio Foreign verse over a drill beat, but also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hear Kanye West himself rapping over a drill beat. It was absolute fire, such a good song, and no doubt the fact that Fabio went so hard on this track, leading Kanye West to drop one of the better performances of his entire recent career. Fabio even ended up going viral with a clip of him in the crowd at the Donda listening party, whiling out in front of cameras when he heard his verse on the track on the stadium speakers for the first time. No surprise then that that track went quickly gold with no music video. This appearance made me excited to hear any Fabio feature, and I truly hope that he drops more music with more artists because the streets are hungry for it. I'd say at the moment he's the best in the game, and at his current level anybody that raps alongside him is simply forced to put in a career best effort. But anyway, from here Fabio would continue pushing forward with solo bangers too. On the 10th of September 2021, he even borrowed a play out of King Von's book, releasing a storytelling style drill track called Storytime. This track showcased Fabio's next level lyricism, with the one-verse song telling an entire New York drill allegory about a young man who was taken off the streets and put in jail, showing many parallels to Fabio's own experience only months before. With Fabio being pictured in the music video rapping his bars in a jail cell, all while we see the protagonist of the rapped story going to jail for a crime that he did not do. With the song and video's narrative ultimately ending with the young man accepting the rap for a crime that his friend committed, only to find out in jail that his friend had been killed, leaving him serving somebody else's sentence, all for sticking to his principles. And following that hit, Fabio closed out 2021 with a bang. His last release of the year, the November 12th freestyle, Squeeze, was textbook Fabio Foreign. An insanely danceable high-tempo drill beat and a relentless no-hook verse, making it very clear that right now Fabio is indeed the undisputed king of Brooklyn drill. With everyone, especially me, itching for his debut album like a nitty fiend outside of the bodega looking for a fix. But like all of the rappers that we've mentioned in today's story, I just pray that Fabio can stay out of trouble with the law and his enemies, because we already lost Pop Smoke to gun violence, and potentially Coach the Ghost to a long spell in prison. We can't be having another drill legend with this much talent pass on long before they fulfilled their full potential. At the end of the day, all of these rappers come out of some of the most challenging circumstances imaginable, making their names in drill music off of the back of deadly street feuds that many of their friends simply did not survive. It's inspiring to see 22G's, who only a few years ago was looking at life in jail for murder, free, making music and making positive steps in his life away from the street beefs of the past. But at the same time, it's understandable that the nature of their music and past means that they don't feel safe on the streets. There's no excuse for breaking the law, but it's hard not to sympathize with the likes of Chef G and Fabio Foreign, both of whom had to sit in jail for an extended period of time for carrying weapons, likely because they felt they needed to protect their own lives from credible threats. The sad truth is, many of the artists who achieve fame through the drill music genre and achieve fame and fortune end up being marked men by their rivals. Boosie said it best when he said that street rappers get fame and their enemies become hypnotized by hatred. And the unfortunate truth is, once a drill rapper becomes rich, famous and successful, the only truly safe move is to move out of their city. In conclusion, I just want to give a big salute to all of the rappers who I've mentioned today who did their bit to pioneer the Brooklyn drill movement, truly making something out of nothing and getting themselves and their friends an opportunity to make it in the rap game away from the drama. I just hope that all of the rappers that came out of this scene that still have their freedom remain safe, make the right choices and continue making music that the fans love. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the music. Hope you enjoyed that video and learning about the lives of some of the artists that I find inspiring. Let me know what you thought in the comments below and what video you would like to see on the channel next time. Massive shout out to the patrons for supporting this video. I've actually got an exclusive second channel video coming out for you guys very soon, and I'll be doing some new extended documentaries for you guys in the upcoming months. And you know, Patreon is the only place to get the raw and uncut versions of those documentaries. So I can't wait to show you those. Hope you enjoyed this video, but until next time people, appreciate you and peace.
Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to bro channel, man. But I'm about to end this shit too. I'm getting a little sleepy. But well, I'm fried one. I'm fucking high as fuck. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it. Make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all like, and yeah. I'm out.